Mid-year money check-in. How often do you review your money goals, your financial goals, your financial targets, how your finances are doing when it comes to your short, medium, and long-term goals? Hello, good people. Jacie is my name, and on this channel, we talk about finance, personal development, travel, and charity. If this is your kind of content, kindly consider subscribing. So, today's video, we're going to do a media review. This you must do before the end of June. And if there's one thing you want to do for yourself, is a media review. Even if you have not done anything from the beginning of the year, this is a must. So why are we going to do this review? To get a clear picture of your income and expenses. Number 2, to get an estimate of where you can make savings. Number 3, to understand the progress of your financial goals. A more mindful relationship with money. You should actually start by asking yourself, do you have a relationship with your money, or it just passes by your hands? You have it 1 minute, the next minute you're zero. If this is one of your goals this year, you better watch this video to the end. So what will we need for this exercise? We need a notebook, a pen, and of course, a list of our goals. It can be either in a notebook or in a spreadsheet. Leave a comment down below where you have listed down your goals, short, medium, and long term. The first thing we're going to do is review our financial goals. If you did not set any goals at the beginning of the year, you better set now. Short-term goals are within a year, so for this specific period, we'll first focus on the short-term goals, but we're not going to ignore the long-term, because at the end of the day, you will need the long-term goals to be in the process. I mean, if you're focusing your goals between now and 5 years, that is medium, or between now and 20 years, if you don't start now, by the time it's 20 years, you'll be surprised that it's time to work on your goals and you have done nothing. The second thing we're going to do on our financial goals is to ascertain that they are measurable and SMART. SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So once we establish all that, then we will be able to go to the next step, which is tracking your income. Number 1, how many sources of income do you have? And how do you keep track of your income? Or do you just get money and spend without thinking about tomorrow? The first thing is you're going to list down all your monies that come from your main job, your side hustles, your investments, and everywhere else around you. From that point, you'll be able to ascertain your financial capacity to be able to achieve the goals you have set for yourself. The next thing is you should be tracking your expenses. Leave a comment down below if you do. Number 1, you must have a budget, and this budget, you have to stick to it. If not getting better, you can always adjust, but the adjustment should be friendly to your income. So you keep track and ensure that if it is not working, you're fixing the gaps. For the next 1 month, we are going to track our expenses to just see where the leakages are. Even if you spend 1 shilling, put a note down to indicate that you have spent a shilling. If you're already tracking your expenses, what is your take on tracking your expenses? Leave a comment down below. After tracking your expenses, you need to analyze your spending. Are you a spendthrift? Are you a miser? Are you even mean to yourself? Do you know sometimes you may find yourself being mean to yourself? I've realized sometimes I even forget to just treat myself with small things. I think we always look forward to the big things and forget that you start with the small things that you have. You may actually think like you need to go to Dubai for a holiday, and maybe you just need to go to another county which is actually more affordable than Dubai. What do you think about travel? Is it overrated? Is it like people make it seem like if you don't go to Dubai, it's a big deal? For me, I feel like it's the small thing that counts. And as you progress and as you celebrate small wins, you'll be able to appreciate the small things even as you work hard for the big things and you still achieve the big things. Leave a comment down below with what you think. I think I appreciate even people doing small things for me, like than trying to impress me with big things or trying to do big things to maybe prove a point or something. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. The next thing is create a budget. That is, if you don't have a budget already. Remember, if you've been following this channel, you must be having a budget by now. We have discussed surplus, we have discussed deficit, we have discussed balanced, all those budgets. And if you missed those episodes, you can check them out. They're on this channel so that you can ascertain where you are, even budgeting for irregular income, budgeting for everything. So we have a whole series on budgeting, so you can check it out. The next thing is you're going to keep track of your progress. I'm sure if you've been following this channel for a while, you have a budget, you have a plan, you have your goals in place, so you need to just keep track. Maybe you are not doing anything between the beginning of the year and June, but starting from July, take action. Number one, ensure you have a budget in place, ensure you have your goals in place, ensure you're tracking your expenses, ensure everything that you need to do to keep up. This helps you because, like, when you have extra income, you're able to allocate it to whatever goals you have set that you have not been achieving because of the financial deficit. If you find yourself with less income, you also have a way of adjusting downwards. It's not like you'll be having a transition that gives you a dip. Can you imagine if, like, during the COVID period, when people lost their source of income, you find yourself you have lost 50% of your income? How do you survive? Do you have savings to help you survive through that period? Yeah, so you need to ensure that money is your friend. The next thing is, as much as your budget is working, trust me, you need to boost your income because, like we said, anything can happen and you may need additional funds. So one of the ways of boosting your income is, number one, avoid impulse buying. Second, you can take a side hustle. Third, you can sell unwanted items. Fourth, you can invest. You can start a business. You can increase your savings. You just have to get a way of growing your finances. And when I say saving, I don't mean you putting money somewhere which is not making money for you. You can't put money where you're not getting returns and think that you are now boosting your income. You must get a way of ensuring wherever you invest, the money will grow and it will increase your wealth. The next thing we're going to do is emergency fund check. We said from the onset or in our previous videos that emergency fund is not an option. An emergency fund is at least 6 months worth of your living. How much do you have in your savings that can sustain you for like 6 months? I would love to know. Leave a comment down below. If you have saved at least 3 to 6 months, the best is 12 months, but at least if you're at between 3 to 6 months, you're on the right track. Yeah, and what is this emergency fund for? Number one, you may have an emergency medical need. Number two, something may run out, your car can break down and you need money to quickly fix it. You can even run out of gas in the house. You can get a situation whereby your income, your monthly income is delayed. You can get a situation where you have an urgent need, maybe for something else. But basically, it is supposed to cater for that, but it is always advisable that you ensure that your savings are split. Don't put everything in one basket, because like for instance, maybe that money you cannot get within 24 hours and you're in an emergency. So you need to put your savings in a way that you can access some immediately, some within a certain period of time, because it also helps you not to be attracted to withdraw. Imagine if you have a saving account where you can withdraw anytime. I mean, you will just go and withdraw. But if you have limitations of like 3 months, you'll be asking yourself, let me wait for these 3 months. After the 3 months, I will assess whether I will still need to withdraw. So it's amazing to be able to keep tabs and keep tracking your emergency fund, and also have it in different aspects, and ensure it doesn't feel like someone is forcing you to save for it. But again, you may not invest your savings like seriously, because you do not want to gamble with your savings. So even if you put them in a savings account, just get one that is earning you some interest, but that is your safety and security, so you do not want to gamble with it. Yeah. The last thing we're going to talk about is review your financial goals once again, short, medium, and long term, and ensure you have created a way of ensuring that you're going to achieve the goals. Sometimes we have very good and serious goals, but we are not able to achieve them simply because we have this notion of not being very serious about achieving them, and not reviewing, and maybe also having this idea of I don't think I can afford at the moment. But if you keep reviewing, maybe it will help you just look for a way to accommodate that, because it's also not easy to sacrifice, but sometimes it is what is needed to be able to achieve your goals. So if you have anything that I could have left out, or anything also we can learn from you, please leave a comment down below, so that, I mean, we are here to learn and we want to learn together from each other. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. We appreciate. And in case you're new to the channel, we are all about finance, personal development, travel, and charity. Of course, if this is your kind of content, consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. We appreciate and value you. See you on our next one. Bye.